Okay, welcome to lesson 16 of algebraic concept, our third in a series of 40 lessons dealing with equations. So in the last two, we looked at closed sentences, and now let's look at open sentences. And what does an open sentence equation mean and solution sets? Okay, here's objectives, our vocabulary. Okay, so let's look at our first example. Identify each as an open sentence, true or false sentence, or an expression. So 2 to the 5th equals 5 squared. So we won't know anything until we do 2 to the 5th. So 2 to the 5th power is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16 times 2 is 32. So 2 to the 5th is 32. So let us make a pencil. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 32, and 5 squared is 25. So this is closed, but it is false. Okay, so let's look at this. Negative 7x squared. All right, so that was from the last page. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 32 equals 5 times 5 is 25. Negative 7x squared is an expression. There's no equal sign. In order to have an equation, you need to have an equal sign. So here, this is an open sentence. Why is it open? Because there is an variable. There is a variable in it. So we would have to solve for the variable to make this open sentence a closed sentence. Okay, using the replacement set, -2, -1, 1.2, 2, and 4, find the solution. So basically what you had to do is stick in the numbers. This is your replacement set. -2 plus 5 is not 9. -1 plus 5 is not equal to 9. 1.2 plus 5 is not equal to 9. 2 plus 5 is not equal to 9. But 4 plus 5 is 9. So 4 is the solution to this equation. All right, using the replacement set, find the solution. N squared, negative n squared. So what we do, substitute using parentheses. -2 squared equals negative of -2 squared. So -2 squared is 4. The opposite of -2 is +2. So -2 works. -1 squared equals negative of -1. So 1 equals 1. That works. -1.2 squared equals the opposite of -1.2 squared. 1.44 equals 1.44. So that works. I think all of these are going to work. 2 squared equals -2 squared. 4 equals 4. That works. And then 4 squared equals -4 squared. 16 equals 16. So all of these are solutions. So every one of them is a solution. So this whole replacement set works for this problem. So those were our examples. I will see you at the end of this video for the recap. Okay, identify each as an open sentence, a true or false. Okay, so is 8 plus 6 equal to 17? Well, this is closed because it's all numbers, but 8 plus 6 is not 17, so it's false. Okay, 10 equals 1.5 x. This is open sentence. Why is it an open sentence? Because we have a variable, so this is an open sentence as opposed to a closed sentence. 3. Using the replacement set, find the solution for each. So what I could do is just stick -2 into here. 3 times -2 minus 4. 3 times -2 is -6 minus 4, which is -10, which is not equal to 8, so that doesn't work. 8 equals 3 times -1 minus 4. -3 minus 4 is -7. That doesn't work. 8 equals 3 times 1.2 minus 4. 8 equals, what's 3 times 0.2 is 6. 3.6 minus 4 is not equal to 8. 8 equals to 3 times 2 minus 4. 3 times 2 is 6 minus 4 does not equal to 8. 8. And then finally, does 8 equal 3 times 4 minus 4? 12 minus 4 equals 8. This is the only one that's true. So the only solution for this one is 4. Everything else is a false statement. 4 makes this equation a true statement. And you'll see that with equations, there will be one solution. And so our final one, using the replacement set, find a solution. Okay, so 10 equals 1/2 8 times -2. 1/2 times -16. This is multiply. -8 does not equal 10, so -2 doesn't work. Let's see if we get 1/2 8 times -1. 1/2 of -8 is -4, does not equal 10. 10 equals 1/2 of 8 times 1.2. 10 equals 4 times 1.2 as 4.8 does not equal 10. Okay, let's try 2. 10 equals 1/2 8 times 2, and 1/2 of 16 is 8, which does not equal 10. And let's try the last one. 10 equals 1/2 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Half of that is 10. 16 does not equal 10. So of this replacement set, none of these solutions work. They are all false. So there was no solution. So that is the end of this video. We did some elementary work with equations. Some teachers will not take the time to go through replacement sets and solution sets and open and closed sentences and the like, just from a time issue. So I did this as an extra, You may or may not see this. This may be discussed on Keystone testing or whatever state test that you have. But due to time constraints and management issues, a lot of teachers will go forward with the next series of videos, which just deals with straight solving equations. And this is a little extra for us.